This is the video you've been waiting for about going 50-50, whatever it is. This hat is distracting. Let's jump straight into the video. Hello my lovelies! So good to see you again. I'm actually in stitches because my mother just told me that she thinks guys who go Dutch 50-50 on a date are broke Johnnies. And hearing someone her age say that is so funny because of course, you know, in a lot of ways the old-fashioned folk have it right when it comes to the dynamics between men and women and how it ought to be, and which is the best way for it to be, where we honor each other's yin and yang and each other's polarity, where masculine and feminine come into play. So one of those things is the issue of going on a date and then having a guy go 50-50. I'm not even going to consider the guys that ask you to pay for the entire date. I'm talking about the guys who actually want to split the bill. Okay? Now, why is this so insidious? Why is this so unattractive, repulsive even? And the reason is because many reasons, okay? When I speak to old men, like people in my dad's age, in my dad's category, you know, from the older generations, and even women, they all maintain across the board. They haven't been infected with this new age feminism. So they all say that a guy should pay for the date completely from A to Z. And he should obviously take her to a place that he can afford within his budget. If he can only afford, you know, to take her to a 4-star, don't take her to a 7-star, for example. What is it that guys are communicating to us when they say to us that they want to split the bill? What does it mean? So number one, what it means is, well, let me just say firstly, because I haven't really numbered this and I'm just bringing it. So the first thing is that when a guy tells you to split the bill, he is first off communicating to you that he doesn't feel that you are worthy enough to be paid for. Not being worthy enough to be paid for is an immediate disqualification, because then he's honestly just telling you, communicating via his actions, that you are not worth it. And you should honestly just block and delete. The other thing that he's saying to you is that I am the man, but I'm not man enough for you. So I give you my power, I give it away so that I don't have as much power as I do as a man, because I cannot uplift you. You have to uplift yourself. Nice spending time with you though. Nice, you know, having some hors d'oeuvres and some lobster thermidor with you, by the way, but I don't feel like I can live up to taking care of you, and I don't think that you're worth it, and I am not willing to give you all of me, so you'll have to put in, you know, the 50%. And honestly, when a guy is telling you that I cannot share my power with you, and sharing the power means that he pays for you, not that he asks you to pay for yourself, because that is absolutely ridiculous. In the animal kingdom, you find that the male produces a nest. If you look at birds, for example, they produce the nest. They don't ask the woman to come and help build him the nest, not at all. They build the most beautiful nest, and on top of that do a stunning dance to show her, look, I am the man you should come to. I am the one that will be your safe haven and provide for you and protect you and maintain you. And look at this beautiful, glorious nest I've made for you. And I don't need your help because I'm so powerful that all I want is to encase you in this nest and protect you. I have enough power and enough authority and enough wealth and provisions to provide for the both of us. I don't need your help in that. I want you to be my guest, my woman, my prize. I want you to share in what I have to offer with me. I don't need you to offer me anything. So when we look at this, it is such a beautiful, stunning, natural display of male and female polarity. So it's quite a disgrace when men come up to women on a date and say, let's split the bill, because that is just ruining the polarity. It's detracting from his masculinity. It is making you have to then provide for yourself. And honestly, if you have to, then why would you need him? It's not befitting of a man to ask you to go 50-50. In many cultures across the world, and I'm going to speak for Arab culture, although it is all over the world, in every culture, until of course New Age feminism took over and corrupted it. But like in most cultures, but specifically Arab, because they're known for their hospitality. When I go on, like, when I have been on many expensive business trips with Arabs, or I've been in their homes, or I've been out in restaurants with them, or having, you know, dinners or lunches with friends, whatever, if they invited me and I offered to even split the bill, or offered to pay even something towards it, they would get so offended. They would get so upset and say that it was honestly an offense. They would take offense to it. They would feel like, no, 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 you are my guest. I should pay for you. You do not pay. This is not befitting. You know, they would just like go off on me. But they would honestly feel responsible for you. They would feel like they have to offer you and provide for you and treat you well as their guest. They don't ask of you that you provide for yourself. That is, it's not becoming. And so they would get offended. So in many cultures, this is the offense. Now, when it comes to men and women, this is honestly even more strongly played into, because the role of man is provider, and the role of women and femininity is to be the recipient, the receiver of this magnanimous nature of man. And we honestly give him power by allowing him to pay for us, and we enrich his masculinity, and we accept that he is giving us a gift, and we accept it with grace and gratitude, a smile and a thank you. That is how it works, not where you have to go Dutch and pay 50-50. And honestly, the concept is so just jarring to my feminine nature that I find that I don't even know why I have to make this video. It's upsetting to me, but this is something becoming more and more common as more and more men are feeding into this new age feminism where it suits them. And they're trying to exploit women into making them not the prize and making them have to pay for their own way. And so in this, a woman loses respect for a man. She feels like, well, why does she really need him anyway if she has to provide for herself? And it just reduces his masculinity in her eyes. It reduces his manliness and his power in her eyes. If a man is truly a man, he will take charge of the event. He will orchestrate it, he will pay for it, he will fund it, he will make it happen, he will direct it, he will organize it from its beginning to its end, and he will be the one providing that experience for you. He will be the one providing the amusement for you. He will be the one providing everything to woo you and to make an impression on you. He will be the one leading the conversation and making it all happen. If he expects you to do that, then he's expecting you to entertain him. Then he sees himself as the prize, and he will never cherish you, especially if you're a feminine woman and who wants to have a lifelong relationship with a man where she is cherished and taken care of and looked after and the prize catch. So girls, don't fall for this trope. It is honestly disgusting and not a way that it should be. If, of course, you are the type of woman that wants to split bills and pay for men, then you're setting up a different dynamic where you're in charge, you wear the pants, and you're going to have to be the man in the relationship and lead. You can kiss goodbye ever being cherished and taken care of and looked after by this man. It's just not going to happen. So keep all of this in mind. This is the first video and hopefully the last video of this topic, because I honestly feel like it's so upsetting that, you know, it's only the guys who want to say how woke they are and girls want to say how woke they are, and they don't really understand the natural biological dynamics at play here and the the behavioral psychology behind this. It doesn't work out for the benefit of either of you if you split bills or if the woman pays for the man. It just doesn't. And if you think that it does, go ahead. And I'll see you back here in the comment section. Or you might become a client of mine, which I don't mind. Although I would hate to see you go down that path. So keep that in mind. Remember, you're the price catch and don't settle for less. If, however, you're on a date and this guy shocks you at the end and is like, let's go 50-50, or let's split the bill, or how much did you bring? Honestly, I would just say right then and there, well, I had no idea that you perceived me to be the woman that would go 50-50. But since you are here, and hand over the money, hand over whatever it is that you're going to pay with, pay your share, and leave. And on the way home, do yourself a favor, block and delete this guy. He is not a masculine man. He is not the type of guy that's going to take care of you for the rest of your life. Even if you have a lot of money, it's not about that. It's about the principle. So don't forget that. Okay, it's about being cherished and being made to be the prize by the man, and having a man see that he should take care of you. If he can't do that, then he's not the one for you, and that's not the dynamic that you want to set up for the rest of your life. So don't go on further dates with this guy. Don't cause a scene. Pay your half and say goodbye. Thank you for watching. Smash the like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this video.